Welcome back to part 2 of getting the old Dodge D100 out of the woods and back on the road. Let's start with tearing this carburetor apart and getting it cleaned up. Alright, let's get this thing tore apart real quick. And then I'll order the kit. Then we're going to go back over to the truck. Start working on it again. This is known as a Carter BBD. But like I said, there's 2 different kits, and the gaskets are just slightly different. And there's no tag on it. So the only thing I know to do right now, tear it apart, compare parts with what the kit shows, and order that one. Alright, let me get this little clipper off of here. I hope it don't go flying across the basement. Alright, anyway, let's see. Let me get this here apart. Oh yeah, that comes apart pretty easy. Let me take this here hose off. Come off of there. Alright, there it is. Let me look at the gasket here real quick. Well, upon further investigation, I still ain't got a clue which kit to get. One of them, this gasket right here, shows it going around all the way around this acceleratory device right here. And it has a hole. The other one shows this gasket that does not go all the way around the acceleratory device. But does not have a hole. Well, as you can see, this one has a hole. Does not go over. I don't know which one to buy. I tell you what. This hole here, there's nothing, no passage up here that I can see. But it does go all the way through, and it appears to be a vacuum port. I think what I will do, I'll just get the gasket that is cut out, don't go all the way around. If it ain't right, well, I'll just have to send it back and get another one. Well, we're back over here at this old truck. Hopefully, we can get this thing jacked up, get the wheels off, and send them off, get some tires put on them. Whilst we do that, we're going to have to fool with the brakes. I'll guarantee you, every one of them stuck. Yes, sir. I'm not looking forward to this part at all. I hate trying to get brakes freed up. It's going to be difficult, too, because we see that conglomerate of stumps. It's pretty much growed into that wheel. That's going to be a pain. May have to cut this stump down, because when I go to jack it up, that bumper may hit it. Of course, I showed y'all in the last video this clump of stump right here, back yonder at the bed. It's in the way. The truck needs to twist. Get the bed off of that stump, get this front wheel off of this pile of stumps over here. Well, I can't do that, but we may try to shove it that way some. I don't know. Let me get the jacks out. I'm fighting rain. It's been raining off and on all week, and it's supposed to do it the rest of the day and probably tomorrow. But well, you gotta do what you gotta do. Let me get the jack and get this jacked up. I ain't real sure where I'm gonna put this jack. Let's try right here on this front shackle. Oh, get it up there. Not right in that area there. Ooh, that tire right there. That's gonna be something to get it loose. Yes, sir. I think it may just broke free. Let me see. No. No, it didn't. Let me give me a pry bar. Go to prying on that. It's definitely grown into the wheel. Oh, I take that back. It's moving. Look at here. It's moving. Oh, yeah. Well, that's awesome there. Well, I was doing some digging around with my pry bar here, trying to see what was going on. I thought this stump done grew into the the wheel here, but it ain't, because the wheel moves. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but it is moving just enough that I believe I can get it off. Well, I moved my jack around here to the side and got on the frame. It jacked it up a little bit higher, and my wheel and tire, they come off the ground, so that's good. I was wanting, you know, to do all 4 tires at once. Well, it just ain't gonna be possible. This ground's really soft, and well, what I might do is do the 2 front, go get me another jack and jack that other side up. But right now, let's just pull this off and go to whooping on that drum, because I guarantee you it is stuck. It is a muddy mess right now. I'll be glad this rain is gone. Anyway, let's see if we can't get this wheel off of here. Come on off of there. Or 'tis. I can just get it out and around it some kind of way. Let me let the jack down, get another bite some kind of way. Ta-da! Get out of here! Woo! Well, I reckon we'll start doing what I really and truly despise doing. Getting drum brakes unstuck. Well, fellas, these is moving pretty easily right now. I don't know if I'll get it off, but it's moving. Something's happening, I'll put it that way. Ta-da! Yes, sir, there's springs and pieces and parts down in there. We'll have to buy a hardware kit, but I'm just very, very happy that it came apart as good as it did. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. If I can find something to set under here, we'll go to the other side and see about getting that side loose. I hope it goes as good as this one did. Get out of here. Ta-da! All right, I'm not gonna take these apart until I get the brakes and hardware and all that, so that way I'll know how it goes back together. Well, I decided let's move to the back, because I was looking up parts last night and it lists 2 or 3 different sizes of brakes. I don't know what's on the back, so pull that one off anyway. That way I can go ahead and order all the stuff I need. I just found no wheel to set this side on. I'll probably do the same back there. Anyway, let's pull that wheel off and see how bad that drum's going to be. Hot, 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 hot. Ooh, very hot, 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 hot. Get out of here right now. Ta-da! Them shoes look like they're brand new. They ain't hardly wore none. I'll tell y'all what, I've never seen drums come off that easy that were stuck. Yes, sir, that was awesome. Got one more on that side, but I ain't gonna fool with it right now because it's getting dark back yonder, fixing to storm. So I'm gonna measure them brakes. That way I can go ahead and order everything I need. And I'm gonna gather my tools up. We're gonna go to the house and clean on drums. We may turn them, I don't know. I'm gonna stop at the tire shop and see if he'll pull them tires off them wheels, and then we'll take them home, clean them up, because those two front ones especially are really rusty. Get them ready to get tires put on. And well, it's supposed to rain about like this tomorrow, so I don't know how much I'm gonna get done, but the next 3 days after that I believe it's supposed to be good. So this thing, it may be rolling on its own power here for too long. Yes sir. I'm out here whooping on this tar. Look who shows up. Miss Daisy. What are you doing? Come here. How you been doing, girl? Say hello, everybody. You been doing all right? All right, we'll see you later. Well, I've been wrestling with these tires and wheels for the last hour. So, stopped by the tire shop, and of course, he's too busy, as usual. I said phooey on it, I'll just do it myself. So, broke the tires down, got them off the wheels. And you remember the two front ones, the tires were off the bead, the wheel was down in the mud. Well, we're gonna have a couple of wheels because they're pretty doggone bad. That right there is just rusted away to nothing. And then this one here, I might clean it up, but see how it bent, broke real easy right there. I might try to clean it up. We'll just see what it looks like, but I know we're gonna have to have at least one wheel, that right there. Probably two. Anyway, let me get in here and we'll hit them with a wire brush and the flapper disc, whatever you call it. See if we can't get them cleaned up. Let me get my glaces. Get my glaces. I gotta get my glaces. Where's my grinder? Don't know what I did with it. All right. Plug her in, plug her in. Let us see if we can clean this wheel up. Well, that's a rough spot. That's where it was sitting in the mud. This side here cleaned up pretty good. Let's see what this side will do. Ooh. Ay-ya. Ay-ya. Looks like a brand new one to me. Well, I think we may be able to use this one. Might need a little bead sealer, especially on this side here. We'll just have to see. I thought it cleaned up pretty good. Let me get these other two. They don't really need nothing. I'll just go around the bead real quick. I ain't worried about painting them because he probably ain't even gonna use these wheels if he starts driving it. Anyway, let me get them cleaned up, and I might go ahead and put the tires on. I got, tires out there, but I ain't got no valve stems, so I have to wait till I get valve stems to air it up. Well, now that we got the old carburetor cleaned up, let's put her together. I got my kit right here. Let me tell you this. The acceleratory system has two check balls, one in here and then one goes right there. Well, I lost both of them. Yeah, I sure did. I had them sitting right here in this little hole, and well, they're gone. Luckily, the kit, it's got them in it right there, and the little clipper we took off here, it's gone. Luckily, the kit's got one of them too. But let me show you this. This is why I don't like taking them apart until I get a kit. This is the boosters right here, and there's a gasket that goes here, fits down in there, and then there's another gasket that goes here. Well, I got this one. It's in there somewhere. This bottom side, it ain't in there. Something told me not to take that gasket off. I'm very glad I didn't, because there's not one in that kit. I don't understand that. I don't get stuff like that. Anyway, let's put this together. Well, I'm just going to tell you right now, I am a little bit confused on this carburetor. Namely, the acceleratory device. It's got a little clipper. Right, let me get my screwdriver in there. Right there where my screwdriver is. And I don't understand the purpose of it. But when I put this here gasket on, I thought, well, that spring it's going to hit this gasket. It ain't going to act right. Well, this rebuild kit, it's junk. It has no instructions with it. So I had to get on walkerproducts.com and look the instructions up for this kit. And looking at the diagram, this spring has a small end and it's supposed to be on top of that clip. So I got to change that. But I got to talking to one of the sons yesterday about this truck, and he said it was extremely cold natured. Well, if this accelerator pump ain't working right, it will act like it's cold natured, and that very well could be what was making it seem like it was cold natured. Anyway, let me take this back off, get that spring clip like it's supposed to be, finish putting this together. Well, I got it back together, but I ain't gonna say it's right. This accelerator pump, it doesn't have but just a little bit of movement. I don't believe that's right. Just skimming through the instructions, you adjust it by bending this rod, and it looks like it needs to come down. And you got 3 holes here. You got different adjustments on it. I'm going to study it tonight when I get home. So that's where I'm headed, is home. Well, it's mail time again. I think I got a couple of things last week. First one is this right here. It's a sign, I guess is what you call it. This is really sharp. Yes, sir. This is that garage. If I can't fix it, you are screwed. I don't know about that, but I do appreciate it. It came with a little note. Love the videos and a big congrats on the new shop. Shout out from Mississippi and keep on keeping on. You have all my support. Dylan. Appreciate that, Dylan. I'm going to dedicate a wall to stuff like this in the shop, or, you know, a piece of a wall. If you remember my nephew's wife, she drew me that, or painted that painting of dude. I'm going to hang it up, and you remember when I tore down the shop, it had that tiger. It ain't a picture, it ain't a painting, I don't know what it is. Anyway, remember how I said we're going to hang it back up? Well, I didn't forget. I still got it, so it'll go on the same wall as this right here. Then I got me a handwritten letter from Mr. Larry. It says, "Hi, Chad, just a brief message to tell you how much I enjoy your channel. Even my wife loves to watch it with me, and that's really saying something there. I am a veteran. I've been in 4 branches of the service: USMC, Army Reserve, Army National Guard, and Navy Reserve. Well, I appreciate your service. That's pretty awesome. I don't feel like I'm riding a stranger because I've watched all your videos. We live just north of you in Southern Illinois, so you feel like you're my neighbor. Well, that's awesome. I'll tell everyone I know to watch your channel. My cousin and I talk about your channel and look forward every week to watching you. Well, I'm rambling, but keep up the great videos. The shop looks great, and I'm happy for you. Appreciate that. I'll leave you with this. I'm 67 years old, a Christian. Sunday is a day of rest, and remember Matthew 19:26. With God, all things are possible. You are exactly right, buddy. Appreciate that, Larry and Sandra. Yes, sir. I love the handwritten letters. They are awesome. If y'all want to send me stuff, I usually put my P.O. Box address in the description below the video. Send it on out. Well, it's the next day again, I think. I don't know. I've already made 2 trips, well, 1.5 trips to Ireland. I went and picked up my online order this morning. Well, I got halfway home, realized, you big dummy, you forgot the drums that you dropped off yesterday to have turned. So I had to turn around and go back and get them. And just realized that they're not in the back of this truck. I drove the S10, that's where they're at, so I'll have to go back home and get them. Then after all that, I did find me a wheel hunting in the woods a little while ago. I ain't gonna tell you where, I can't reveal my sources, but it's even the same color as these here, so that's awesome. This is what I'd like to get done today. Get that tire off, get the good tires on, then go over and get the brakes all done on that truck. Get the wheels and tires back on it, where it's up off the ground at least. Then we really need to get the thing running good, and then check that transmission out, because if the transmission is bad, well, we're maybe wasting their time. Anyway, that's the agenda today. Will I get it all done? I ain't got a clue, but I can't do nothing talking to y'all. We now have 4 tires mounted on them old wheels. And let me tell you, that tire, trying to get it off, yeah, it like to work me to death. It did not want to break down. And then this top tire, the backside B, did not want to seat. I was using soapy water. Well, I went and got straightened on, poured on it, she popped right up. So that's great. I don't think I'm gonna get done what I thought. You ever heard the expression, your eyes are bigger than your stomach? Well, that's how I am just about every day. I'm gonna get this, and this done. Well, I get about half of it done. It's starting to cloud up a little, may rain. But let's head on over to the truck. I'd like to at least get the front brakes on and maybe get the wheels on just to see what it looks like. We might throw the carburetor on, depends on how much time we got, see if it'll fire up. But anyway, let me load them up in the truck. Gotta go to my house and get the drums, and then we'll head on over. Well, we finally made it back over here to the old truck. I just spent about 30 minutes unloading all the partages that I gotta put on it. I reckon we'll start right here with these brakes on the passenger side. So let's get busy and get the brakes on. A lot of times, new hoses, they won't come with these little copper washers. Be sure to hang on to them. That wheel cylinder came with one. Ta-da! Well, 10 minutes later, I finally got that brake hose loose. It ain't really hard to get to, it's just you can't see what you're doing because it's all inside the frame rail right there. I finally got it though, and the brake line, the fitting, it broke free just wonderfully. The line didn't twist or nothing. That's awesome. If the rest of them go like this, it'll be a good day. Let me get the new one on and get back over here and get the brake shoes put on. Stay. Well, fellas, I managed to forget a piece. That goes there behind everything I just put on. So let me take that back off. Yes, sir. Well, I got one side done. I can't put the drum on yet because, well, I forgot to get seals. The bearing and seal, they're still on the spindle there. So I'll have to order that tonight if they don't have it in stock. I was just putting the drum up there for now, just trying to get it, you know, close, get it adjusted out close enough. I think I'm gonna head on to the other side over there, get it done. I believe I'm gonna call it a day after that. I got a self-adjuster that don't want to break free. Oh yeah, heat'll do it every time. Well, we're back over here working on the old Dodge today. It's about 982 degrees out. I'm telling you, I'm about to burn up. Working on the back brakes, putting a new wheel cylinder on, and just like clockwork, the old made-in China stuff, well, it don't fit. It ain't right. I'm having to file these corners. Hopefully it's going to fit. I need to get me a battery-operated grinder too, I reckon. Anyway, if you remember, you know, I put new wheel cylinders on the back of Dude. Had the same problem out of them made-in China wheel cylinders. Anyway, let me file on that a little more, and then, well, let's just see if it'll fit. Well, I got it to fit finally. I ended up having to file the hole in the backing plate there. I completely forgot these are what you call custom fit wheel cylinders. I ain't never in my life. Anyway, my brake line broke on the back. It looks kind of bad anyway, right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and make one of them. Probably make one for the other side too. Of course, we gotta replace that brake hose too. Anyway, let me get this done. I'll go on to the other side and do it. Y'all remember I told you when I was taking the line loose from the old wheel cylinder, how the line broke? Well, you know, I decided to take both lines, you know, the one that runs across the rear end too, take them off and make new ones. Well, I'm trying to get them loose from this distribution block here, and I dropped my wrench. Well, I stuck my hand down in here looking for it, and well, the ground just, it disappeared. Well, if you look right here, we got us a groundhog hole, yes sir. And if y'all can't see my wrench, I don't see it either. So I reckon it's gone forever unless that groundhog brings it to me. That's the only 3/8 wrench I got too, so let me get these vice grips right here and see if I can get that line loose. Well, let me show you the next dilemma, hurdle MLS. Yes sir, that's what it is. This little feller here goes in this hole right here. It's part of the self-adjuster, it hooks to it. Well, as you can see, part of it's still in the hole, yes sir. It was, I guess, braided from the back side. And the only way I know to get it out is to either grind that off or break it like I did. Well, I chose to break it. They don't have any in stock. Had to order it, so it'll be here tomorrow. So we're done with the back brakes. I have wasted, well, way too much time on that one side. Since we can't do brakes because I gotta wait on that pin, let's head over there and let's see if we can't get the thing to run, idle, check the transmission, make sure it's gonna work. But before we do that, let me show you my shelter I made. I made me a homeless man shelter, yes sir, sure did. I'm telling you, it ain't but 90 degrees, but I am just about to roast today. This has been a lifesaver, let me tell you. I had that tarp in the truck. I just got a tire on either end holding it tight. Awesome and wonderful. Anyway, let's get up here, see if we can't get this thing to run a little better than it was. Well, let me get my jack up here real quick, get this jacked up, and we'll do some Earl change. You know, 34-year-old Earl, it's probably lost some of its Earlness. I forgot my drain pan too, but I got this jug here. I'm gonna cut the top off. Maybe it'll do. Which side is the Earl plug on? Well, I don't know. Is it on the front side? That would be awesome. Is it one of them? Oh, look at you. I ain't even got to jack this thing up. Drain plug's in the front. Awesome. Let me cut the top off this jug real quick. Oh yeah. Well, we didn't have no water come out, so that's awesome. The Earl filter, it's fairly convenient to get to. Oh, I'm gonna have to get some utensils to get that loose. Good gracious. All right, I got my universal oil filter wrench right here. Let's see if I can't get it off of there. Come off of there. All it's doing is crushing it right now. Oh, she's turning. Oh, yeah.
Come on, brother.
Ta-da! Don't forget to oil your little seal right here. Alright, that's tight enough. Hiya! Alrighty. Alright, now that it's got fresh earls in it, let's get the old carburetor device back on it. See if we can make it run just a wee bit better. I don't know if it needs both of these gaskets or not, but that's how it was. So that's how I'm going to put it back. Well, the carburetor, it's back on. I got all the linkages hooked up. But my bolt that was in my vacuum hose plug, it fell out. Got to find something to stick in there. And the return spring for the kickdown, well, put it on, it broke in half. There's part of it right there. I'll have to find one of them. Not hooking the fuel line up because, you know, the fuel tank and I don't know, it's probably disgusting inside of it. So we ain't gonna hook that up yet. I'm just gonna fill the carburetor up right now. I'm gonna get my battery, hook it up. The accelerator pump, if y'all remember, I was kind of confused on it. Well, did some research, and you adjust it with the rod. And well, I got it adjusted, you know, best I could. But when you give it gas, this rod has so much flex in it that the butterfly is open quite a bit before the accelerator pump ever moves, and that's not good. That's not how it's supposed to be. Well, you can watch it right here. Watch your throttle and stuff in here, and then watch your accelerator pump right there. See how much the blades are opening. Best I can do for now, I'm gonna do a little more studying on it and see if there's a fix for it. But for now, let me go get my battery. We'll see if this thing will fire up. Well, I almost forgot. I got a brand spankingly new set of plug wires for it. So let me put them on first, then we'll see if it'll fire. Number 7, you come here, buddy. You're the shortest one. Get off of there. All right, let's get this battery in here. Oh yeah. It's time to put some gasolines in it. But my little nozzle here, it got crushed and it's just split all to pieces. So it's probably going to go everywhere. Pretty sure. Yes, sir. Ah, you sorry sucker. All right, let me turn the key on. See if she'll fire up. Fire in the hole. She's firing up. The bowl on this carburetor ain't real big. So I don't know if it's just running out of gas or what, but that right there ain't worth crap. No, sir. All right, let's try it again. Tell you what I'm gonna do. Let me run to the house, get my little gas tank, we'll set it up. And I believe this thing will sit here and run. All right, this is what I went and got. Heater hose for this one here that was broke off. See it right there. replace that one. Got me a bucket of water right there to fill the radiator up with. There's my little gas tank. We'll hook it up. Seems like there's something else I got. Maybe not. Anyway, let me get all that stuff hooked up and changed out, and we'll fire it up. Hopefully it'll sit here and idle and run, and we'll put the transmission in gear, see if the back wheels will move. Oh, here's some of these aggravating hall green clamps. Yeah, they're my favorite in the world. Sorry, son of a gun, you. One of these days, I'm gonna get me some pliers for these kind of hose clamps. But for now, I'll just have to wrestle it. Get out of here, you son of a gun. Got a little bitty mini fuel filter on there. Alright, my makeshift gas tank is hooked up and filled up. Ballast resistor is smoking again, so let's give her the old try. That's pretty amazing. She may be smoking a little bit, but you know, I would be too, been sitting around for 34 years. But that's all the thing needed was a little bit of gas. Oh yeah, smoke just rolling out the back. Let's sit there idling. 34 years the thing has sat here. We didn't do hardly nothing to it. And it's sitting here idling. That's that blame amazing to me, what it is. Whew, good gracious. What in the devil? It's got to burn all that transmission fluid out of it, I reckon. Y'all, I can't even see nothing now. Holy crap. What in the devil? Well, I'm going to let it sit here and warm up. Hopefully the thermostat will open up. And here in a little bit, we'll put it in gear, see if them back wheels are going to turn. Well, I was going to look at the oil pressure and temperature and all that, but pretty sure the temperature gauge don't work, and all it's got is an oil light. But I don't hear no rattling and carrying on, so I think the oil pressure's good. Well, look, temperature gauge does work too. Look here, it's coming back down. Well, I will be. That's awesome. Well, she's been sitting here running about 10 or 15 minutes. Most of the smoke is gone. What you see now is coming off this driver's side, the exhaust. I don't think the valve cover is leaking, but I ain't 100% sure. We'll check that out in a little bit. But, well, y'all just watch this right here. I'm still amazed. Woohoo! There ain't a bit of valve train noise. It hadn't been since I started it up. That blows my mind. Let's look at the temperatures again. It is, well, let me get over here. She's running a little bit past half. That ain't bad at all. I don't know if the alternator works or not, because the regulator that mounts to the firewall, all the goop has come out of it. So I'll tell you what, let me go get my metric. We'll just see if it's charging. 13 volts. Let me rev it up. Well, it was only showing about 13 volts. That may be okay, I'm not sure, but I'll show y'all after I cut it off. That voltage regulator, it looks pretty bad. Let's go back here, put it in gear, see if the transmission works or not. No, sir, not yet. Probably need to check the fluid in it because I ain't checked it yet. What about reverse? No, sir. Let me check the fluid real quick. Well, it ain't showing much. Let me wipe it off, check it again. That was nasty looking. Yeah, it needs a little bit. I don't have any with me. I'll have to get some next time I go to the store. Well, she's been running probably 30 minutes now. It's quit smoking, ain't none back yonder. This manifold, I guess it finally burned everything off of it. Sitting there purring like a kitten. But temperatures come up some. I don't know what's causing that. So I'll investigate that. Maybe the thermostat trying to stick. You know, it is 34 years old. Probably go ahead and get a thermostat for it. She's boiling over. Let me shut her down. Lord have mercy. Yeah, she may have got just a little bit hot. Probably need to go ahead and get another thermostat. I'll do that Monday. I think I might go ahead and let's change out the master cylinder. Make sure them brake lines, you know, ain't gonna twist and break. After I do that, probably gonna call it a day. Fingers crossed that them lines come loose and don't twist. Oh yeah, there's one down. Let me try the other one. Oh, it's wanting to twist on me. Oh, wait a minute, it just broke loose, I believe. Oh yeah. Tell you what, before I take that off, let's just look in it, see how bad it is. Oh, it's bone dry. Yes, sir. Bone dry. Some kind of tag on this bolt. Right there. What does it say? 30BAT 5977006 or 8 maybe. Got like a P/R. I don't know. You Mopar fellers, what is that for? What does it mean? All right, there's the old one. Get out of here. All right, let's get this new one on here. Well, I got the master cylinder changed out. I'm not gonna bleed it right now. I didn't bring no fittings or hoses. I mainly just wanted to make sure those two brake lines weren't gonna twist off, and they didn't, so that's awesome. Well, I decided I was gonna come back here and stick my camera in the gas tank to see what it looked like. Well, this is a first for me. I've never broke a gas cap off. I don't know what's gas cap and what's fuel nozzle right there. I'm gonna get me a screwdriver and dig around in that just a little bit. Well, I broke it loose and it almost went down in the gas tank. Thankfully it did not. If I can just get it out of there now, that would be awesome. Look at there, come on out. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Let me stick a camera down in it and see what I see. Well, I just got done sticking the camera down in there, and let me tell you, it's pretty rough, yes sir. I can't figure out how you get this seat to fold. I ain't gonna fool with it today though, but it would be nice to figure that out. Anyway, that tank, it's going to have to come out and be cleaned. I'll tell you what, once we got some gasolines in her, she fired right up, ran like a brand new one. Sure did. I didn't get everything I wanted to get done. I was hoping to have the brakes done, have the wheels on it. Well, it just didn't happen. Wheel seals, they will be here tomorrow. The pins for those back brakes, they'll be here tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday. Sunday's a day of rest. That's what I plan on doing. I'm gonna go home, check myself for ticks. Well, I'm thinking about starting a tick counter. Wonder how many I'll find tonight. See y'all Monday. Well, I'm coming to you from the future once again. There's been an unfortunate event that has happened. The fella that owns this farm, well, he passed away. Out of respect for the family, I'm gonna stay away for a few days. I don't want to be over here making noise, you know, while they're going through this. So there will be a part 3, so be looking for that. Anyway, appreciate y'all watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you don't mind, hit that like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends. And until next time, go do something. Blurp, blurp.